Hello everyone, Catweazle here and welcome to the channel. And welcome back to Runebound 3rd edition, The Ascendance of Margath, episode 11. Yeah, we're nearly there, we're nearly at the end. Right, where is everyone? Well, here we have Master Thorn on his way to Market Town. And not too far away we have Lissa, who is in Dawnsmoor preparing to do some shopping. And I think what we've got to do now is we've got to finalise, just put those finishing touches on the two characters, try and get them as beefed up as possible, and then they've got to take on Margath. It's still a bit touch and go, I think, but let's see what we can do. So in preparation for that, let's move on to turn 22. So we'll move the tracker down. There's nothing there, so we don't have to do anything else. And let's get on with turn 22 and Master Thorn. And here we are with Master Thorn. First thing he's going to do is he's going to move into Market Town 1 hex. Then what he's going to do is he is going to trade in luxuries. So he's going to trade this in and he gets 5 gold. Okay. So there we go. That's 5 gold. That puts him up to 7. But he has got some stuff he can trade in, like the ancient sword and the winged boots. So that's his first action. His second action is he is going to move. So again, he's going to move along the road. So he gets 4 movement points with his winged boots. So he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So there he is in Tamalia. And that is it, I think. Yes, 1 movement into here. Then he traded in the luxuries and then he's moved up to Tamalia. So that is his turn. Right, let's go and see Lissa. And here we are with Lissa. What's Lissa going to do? Well, first of all, she's going to do a bit of shopping. So she's going to turn in a hunting spear for 5 gold. So we'll discard that. And we shall get ourselves 5 gold. There we are. Which gives her a grand total of 11. I did forget to take a 2 gold for fighting the sorcerer last turn, but I spotted it in editing. So she is up to 11 gold. Because she's got rid of a hunting spear, we need to get rid of the hunting spear token. So that goes. So she's got 11 gold. So let's have a look what's on offer in Dawnsmoor. We've got the true steel axe, we've got the short bow, and we've got the supplies. So she's going to take the supplies because they're free, so why not? And she's also going to take the true steel axe for 9. So she pays 9 gold, which leaves her with 2. And oh, we had to take an extra one, didn't we? I may, depending on what we get here. Oh, luxuries. Oh, should I take luxuries again? Rather than, because I could afford it. Hang on. And spiked mail. Well, luxuries was the extra one. So I think we will take that. We'll put supplies back and we'll pay her last 2 gold to get the luxuries. And then we shall draw up again. So we need 1 more, which was the spike mail. Yep, that's right. Okay. So spike mail's quite good. So put that in the offer. But she will have to be swift. Right, okay. So she's got the true steel axe, which means we get the rune, I think it's AO6, if it will focus. Yeah, AO6. let's pick that out. There we go. So it's 2 physical damage on one side and a initiative surge on the other. Coolness. It's a little bit better than the hunting spear, I think. So that's her first action. What's she going to do for her second action? Well, she can... I think what she will do is she will exert, I think, in order to do... Oh no, she doesn't have to exert to use Guiding Light. So should she train up first? Yep, I think she's going to train up first, so let's get 3 cards. So first card is Bulked Up. Second card is Adrenaline. And the third card is Taxidermy. Right. So which is she going to keep? The one she's already got is Feral Strength. I don't think so. Feral Strength's better than Bulked Up for a start, so that's the one we'll get rid of. So we'll keep these 2. They're just for exertion purposes really, rather than actually learning anything. She's got to spend any trophies she gets now really on trying to get lore. So we'll get those. So that was a second go. For her third action, she's going to move to the Hunter Circle using Guiding Light. And whilst in Hunter Circle, what can she do in Hunter Circle? Oh, it's Wisdom of the Gods, isn't it? Oh, I don't think we're going to do that because we don't have... No, we're not going to do that because we don't have a trophy yet. So what is she going to do? She is going to see if she can get a trophy, I think. So let's move. Right, she's got a wild, a plains, and a water, and a mountains. Where can that get her? Not greatly far. She could get to this combat token, and she could get to this social token. Let's go for the social token, I think. So she'll spend a plains and a wild to get here. But she's only got 1 action left, hasn't she? So perhaps not even do that. She's got 2 actions. Right. Okay, what she's going to do, she's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. I didn't have to roll for any of those because it's along the road. So she's now in Market Town and she's going to end her turn there. Right, oh, next up it is... Oh, it's in shot. So we get to move the token down and we are on turn 23. It's nearly the end of the game. And as you saw, that was a story part of the track. So we shall have to get a story card. So let's move on to turn 23. And here we are looking at Terrinoth. So let's have a look at the story card. And we get Dragon Cave. Where's that? Well, that's Echo Lake. The Broken Crags. So this lair remains empty. Perhaps you can discover something useful within its depths. Story quest. Place 2 lore on this card. If there is no lore left on this card, remove the story quest token from the board and discard this card. You can use 1 action to explore this hex. If you roll 2 mountains, take 1 lore from this card. Well, it's a bit out of the way, but let's set it up. So that will be story token number 4. Pop that there. Story token goes there, and we need to put 2 lore on the card. So there we go. That's all that's set up. Master Thorn, I suppose, is going in that direction, but we're running out of time now, really. I don't think we'll get a chance to do that. Okay, so let's move on with the rest of turn 23 and Master Thorn. And here's Master Thorn. He's going to use his first 2 actions on movement, and he's going to move along the roads. So he's got 4 movement, remember, with his wing boots. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, don't have to roll any dice because we're moving along the road. And 1, 2, 3, 4, which gets him into Forge. What is he going to do in Forge? Well, he's going to start selling stuff. He's got 7 gold as it is, and he needs 12. So he's going to sell his winged boots and his ancient sword for 5, which gets him up to 12. Let's discard those. And he's got to get rid of his ancient sword combat rune, because he's sold it. And so with that 5 and the 7 that he has, makes 12. So let's see what he can buy. He can obviously buy the runic armour, he could buy wing boots again, or he could buy the heroic blade. Let's just check what the extra asset is. And the extra asset would be a pendant of vigour for 5, which is equipment. So that would give him an agility token and a surge. On 1 surge, relentless, recast one of your spent tokens. So, yeah, alright. But we know what we're going to buy. We're going to buy the heroic blade, which costs 12, which gives him a possibility of 3 physical damage. Plus, it's got an agility on the other side. The Great Dwarven Smith Thorgrim only made 17 blades. This is one of them, and it is a weapon. So it is B08. That is the token that we require. And let's put these back in the offer. The Pendant of Youth, the Winged Boots, and the Runic Armour all go back in. We want B08 for its combat rune. And there it is. Great stuff. Right, so those were his 3 actions for turn 23. 2 movement actions, and he did some shopping. So that is it now for Master Thorn. I think that's as good as he's going to get. And he's going to have to start heading south towards Tamalir, I think. Right, let's meet up with Lissa. And here's Lissa. What's Lissa going to do? Well, the first thing she's going to do is she's going to turn in her luxuries. So here they are. So she gets 5 gold back. So she's spending 1 action to trade the card and receive 5 gold. That's 1 action. Then what she's going to do is she is going to move. And she's going to move along the road. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. So that's a 2nd action. And then for a 3rd action, she's going to move into Tamalir, which is an adjacent hex. And what's she going to do for a final action? Well, for a final action, she is going to shop. Now, we've got 2 things here. We have, let's have a look what we get. So there's the claw hand, which is equipment, it's not a weapon. There is the leather armour, and there is the ring of strength. And we've got to draw 1 more, remember, because we're shopping. And we get forest garb, which is 7. So obviously that's clothing, so that would give her a magic damage and a double token. Once per combat, you may test spirit when attacked to block 1 damage for each success. Right. Well, what's she after here? Well, she's actually after the claw hand. Now, she only has 5 gold at the moment, but what she's going to sell is she is going to sell her rich clothes. So that will give her 8. I don't think she'll need to test these sort of things against Margath. So let's trade it in. That will give us 8 gold in total. Let's discard that. She will get the claw hand, which will give her a physical damage and an agility. Yeah. So it's like getting a second weapon really, but it's classed as equipment, so we're alright. It can go with the true steel axe. And we put the rich clothes in, so we will add another 3 gold, which leaves her with 2 gold. And let's get the token. And here's the claw hand combat rune. So there you go, physical damage on one side and an agility on the other. So she's got a few runes that she can cast now, which is pretty good. Right, let's put these back in the offer. Right, I think that's it for her. Yeah, she moved into Market Town. She was in Market Town, that was it. She used an action to trade in the luxuries. Then she moved for a second action, then moved again into Tamale for a third, and then she shopped for her 4th and last action. That is it. Right, so that is the end of turn 23. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave it there. It's been quite quick this turn, but let's save turn 24 and anything after that, because we're going to be battling Margath. So let's leave that for what will probably be a longish episode. Right, so let's zoom out and have a quick recap. And here we are at Terrinoth. So pretty much a treading water couple of turns there. What we've been doing is getting ourselves tooled up. So Master Thorn, he just had a massive trip all the way up to Forge, where he bought the Heroic Blade, which is about the only thing that's going to give him any sort of chance. So next turn he's going to spend a whole lot of travelling trying to get back towards Tamalia. As long as he gets towards Tamalia, then Margath, this is the route Margath takes up towards Tamalia, and we can intercept him somewhere along the way. So Master Thorn will be making his way back down here. Lissa's still got a bit to do. She still hasn't got enough law tokens. She's only got 1, which isn't too clever if we're honest. So she's sort of got to try and get a trophy from somewhere and then get to the Hunter's Circle. At least get another law. If she can get 1 more law, that at least takes 2 health off Margath, and then she can do a similar thing. She can sort of run down here. We'll have to make sure that we're all trained up, so we've all got a hand full of cards, and we'll have to make sure that we are all rested and fully healed before we take Margath on. So I still don't think we've got much of a chance. We could have done with a bit more gold to buy a few more things, and Lissa in particular could have done with more law than she has at the moment and what she's probably going to get. But that's the way it is. If it was a truly cooperative game, we would be in with a chance, because Master Thorn would give his 4 law tokens and his Heroic Blade to Lissa, I think, and we'd try it that way. But as it is what it is. So they'll probably have a go one after another trying to kill Margath. And the thing with Margath is, if a hero fails, then he does regain all his health. So it's not a question that one hero can go in and sort of knock his health down a bit, and then the second hero can go and finish it off, unfortunately. So I hope you join me next time for what is going to be the finale of Runebound 3rd edition, The Ascendance of Margath. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you very much for all the subscriptions, for all the views, for all the comments, for all the tips, and for all the rules discussions and pointing out where I go wrong and everything. And again, a special thank you to those who've gone across to Board Game Links and voted up the site. Thank you very much. I hope you'll join me next time for Runebound 3rd edition, the Ascendance of Margath, the finale. But until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.